Hi there, welcome to my channel where I take you on tours of unique homes and showcase stories of people living alternatively. In today's episode, we're traveling to California to meet up with Sofia. After graduating from college, Sofia was looking for an affordable housing solution. She's going to take us on a tour of her tiny home and explain how she managed to keep her costs low by buying things secondhand and how she maximized her space by installing a spiral staircase. But before we get started, if you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know every single time we publish a new episode.
Will you join me? Will you roll? Make this house our tiny home.
I'm Sofia, we're in Los Angeles, California, and this is my little casita. It was summer of 2021 when I started thinking about going tiny. At that point, was living in kind of a lot of unconventional spaces in Los Angeles because I had previously bought a tiny home from a builder that ended up filing for bankruptcy and was being investigated for fraud. So I did not have a place to live. Something that's really important to my space and that I really was passionate about is making it work, not just for me, but I have a 72-pound German Shepherd Shar-Pei mix named Veto. I definitely wanted a place that was very sustainable, a place that I could kind of customize to fit my needs. My home was built in Durango, Colorado by Corrales Tiny Homes. The build process took about 3 months. It's 24 feet by 8.5 feet wide. In terms of general cost of my tiny home, the tiny home itself cost $90,000. And then for my rent is $600 a month, and that includes my water, that includes Wi-Fi. I'm full solar, so I have no energy costs with anything relating to that. And I also have my little propane tanks I fill up every 3 months, and they cost about $20 each to fill up. So those are all of the costs I have associated with my home. So this is my outside space. So over here you'll see that I have an 8-foot deck. It's 8 feet by 6 feet. I really wanted to be able to have a little breakfast nook. So I have a tiny little pepper garden here, and then I'm building more gardens in the back that are going to be built on an irrigation system for my house. And this is where it kind of ties into all of my solar complex as well. Each of these solar panels is 235 watts. I got them off of Facebook Marketplace for $50 each, and I have 4 of them. So it's $200 for my solar panels. They are perfectly good used. They actually work almost to their full capacity, and they are able to charge my 6 kilowatt 2 batteries and my generator up to 100% in just a few hours with this type of sunshine that we get. I can actually adjust them depending on the angle completely with these bricks that I have. They're connected to the Winey solar, so that's the generator and 2 batteries. That's it. The generator is the AC 200 Max. And again, that one I'm able to use the Winey app on my phone to be able to track what the usage is, what the percentage is, and how much I'm getting from each of the batteries as it fills up. I could run probably 3 or 4 days on my batteries if I had 1 day of full sun and then 3-4 days with no sun at all. And then I do have a propane generator as a backup, which I've never had to use. Welcome to my casita. Come on in. You'll see that upon entry to my space, I have a lot of stuff hanging here. Normally there's not as much stuff, but I wanted to use as much for dog storage and things that I need coming right out of the house. These two and my closet, they were from IKEA, I believe, so they are super, super narrow. Moving into this section, this is my bar top, breakfast nook, workspace area, so very versatile. The reason why I wanted it this high is because, again, for ADHD, sitting up, sitting down, making sure you have a lot of flexible seating areas was really important to me. Welcome to my kitchen. So the first thing you're going to see when you come in is that I have this huge butcher block countertop. So in terms of the butcher block countertop, it's broken up by this range. It's a 4-burner stovetop. I have this hood up here as well. I have this big farm sink. We have a 50-gallon water tank. Typically a 50-gallon tank, I can fill it up twice a week and be perfectly happy. And just for context, in terms of sustainability, most people go through over 200 gallons of water per day. One of my favorite parts about the house are the tiles that I use. They all come from Mexico. They're all handmade tiles, and they match the bathroom tiles exactly as well. So there's some cohesion between the kitchen and the bathroom. So my fridge is a Classic by Unique fridge. So you'll see that it is a very narrow setup, but it is also pretty tall as well. And I have a lot of overhead space as well. So I keep all of my picnicky supplies, kitchen-esque, in there as well. So that's additional storage space that I can put above as well. Now we're in my living room. It is such an incredibly comfortable couch. It also folds out into a queen-size bed. Underneath the couch, I'm able to have some storage under there as well, with some sliding things too. So the reason why I put all of this here is it draws attention when you're coming into the house to this wall over here. Without this, it felt very boxy. I moved home to take care of my grandma, my nanny, who I love very much. She passed away in May of 2022, so I have a lot of her belongings. So I have 11 windows in the house, plus the little ones on the door. I have 2 in the living room, and then I have 2 skylights up here as well, and they mirror the skylights in the loft. And then I have a Pioneer mini split. And then the last thing in this space, you'll notice I have a fan that's currently running above me. This tiny little black fan that I have just provides a lot of circulation in the home. It runs really well, so I don't even have to have the mini split on for cooling on a regular basis. So before I move into my laundry space, something that is really useful for me is that I have this beautiful bookshelf above me. I like having the back space this way just because it looks prettier, but I'm able to pick out those books from the loft space as well. So when I'm reading at night, I have easy access to all of my books. So now I'm gonna move into our laundry space over here. I have this Magic Chef washer dryer combo, and when I'm done drying, I can fold my clothes here. Welcome to my bathroom. So in here, you'll see that I have a standard shower. So it is over 6 feet in the shower. In my bathroom, you'll notice that I have this little, very narrow hand sink in here. The reason why I chose this mustardy yellow, again, is to tie in the yellow of the tiles. This is actually where my water heater is housed. The reason why it's in a cabinet is because this whole tiny house is NOAA certified. So all of the home, again, follows NOAA certifications, which means it has to be built up to code over the course of the process. So there's difference between RV certification and NOAA or RVIA certification and NOAA certification. NOAA certification I preferred because RVIA just is kind of a stamp of approval at the end of the tiny home. NOAA is after each step of the build, so after the frame, or after the trailer, after the frame, after electric, after, you know, there's a million steps that go into it. They have to have somebody check each part of the process. So it means that you know you're getting a really good quality build over the course of the thing instead of that. So NOAA required the water heater be housed in a cabinet. So that's why I kind of have this. And then you'll see obviously right below is my separate composting toilet. So separate composting toilet, it's not incinerator. I'm not connected to septic on the property. In technical terms, the urine trap is where all of the liquid drains as well. So all of the liquid from sinks, showers, urine trap, whatever, they all drain out in the same space under the house, which is actually right under the drain of the shower. This is my spiral staircase. This is how I get up to the loft. So you'll notice that it is very narrow. So I have a railing here, I have a railing right above me, and then I have one at the top of the stairs. So I really do have a holding point everywhere that I go. The only negative about the spiral staircase, again, is that my dog can't come up. So the reason why I decided to go with a spiral staircase is maximizing my living space. Welcome to my loft. So in my loft, you'll see that I have a queen size bed up here. Very, very comfortable. I got an 8-inch mattress, and I actually have a 1 or 2 inch metal frame underneath as well. So the mattress does not lie directly on the floor to prevent molding, mildew, smell, etc. And also just to prevent the lifespan of the mattress. Right behind this wall is where my 50-gallon water tank is. I have 2 windows here and then one across from me as well. The one across from me is the egress window. So again, for NOAA certification, that is required for the egress window of the house. In terms of plans for the future, I really love being here. You know, I'm 23 years old. I don't know what the world might bring going forward and where I might be, but the beauty of a tiny home on wheels is that I can just pick it up and move it to anywhere I would like to go.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon with another unique home tour.